Hello everybody, okay, back again. I want to do a quick share of a swap that I'm participating in, and I just want to do a quick share. I'm going to try to keep this around 10 minutes at max. So I just want to jump right in. So basically this was a pocket letter row swap, Halloween themed. In the pocket letter groups, we actually would call it like a mini pocket letter. We are in groups of 4, so we had to make 3 sets of whatever we were making. You try to make them all the same. The group is over on, the group name is Coffee Cake and Crafting on Facebook, with Tiffany McGill. She's hosting the swap. It's her group she's hosting. So let's just get into it, and I'll kind of talk about what our rules were. So we had to put our pocket letter cards into a decorated box. So I used Dollar Tree organza. It was probably about 4 inches thick, but I did cut it in half to down about 2 inches thick because it was too wide, but I really liked it. It's got glitter spider webs on it. Then we had these clothespins. So I took a Dollar Tree spider ring, cut the ring part off, glued it onto the clothespin. I did cover the top part of the clothespin with some gray and gold washi, and that was just kind of stuck into the knot here, which I don't even really need to take that off. To get this open, I can just slide it off. So yeah, but that's what it is. So anyway, so I did alter the box a little bit. It didn't need too much. This was from the Dollar Tree, these boxes, but they were actually pretty well decorated, kind of as it was. So I just put, just for some fun, Book of Secrets, I just put the googly eyes in the O's, and just used some Halloween colored bling to decorate just the corners, because I didn't really like the little corner pieces they had like drawn on or whatever. But yeah, and it looks like pages. It's cute, and it's magnet. So let's get right into the cards. So the criteria for the cards was you had to make 3. So there was, you had to do one that had an element of pink. You had to do one that was, had a black and orange kind of theme. And then the other one was Sender's Choice. So we'll start with my pink one first. So I used these Dollar Tree treat bags, and they got like little trick-or-treaters on there and a little haunted house. I don't really like the look of Ziplocs, so I just covered it real quick with some washi and just made a little scallop punch and a Dollar Tree foam sticker. But I like the idea of the Ziploc because it can be opened. And with each card, we wanted to give a goodie. So I do have goodies back here. Actually, I'll show those first real quick. I don't know, I didn't really try to make them match the card. I don't know if that was a thing. I don't think it was. But I found these really cute sugar skull glitter stickers. So I included those because I haven't really seen a lot of people had those. And I did find them at AC Moore, and they were $1. And there was quite a bit on the card. So it's kind of like the same as the Dollar Tree ones. But this was my element of pink. You carefully slide it out of there. It does come out. Went in. I may have to turn it. When I put these back in, I may have to change the other ones. I didn't think they would be this hard to get out. They slid right in. But this is what I did, and since I did a skull, this came from a embellishment box swap that I received. The skull scallop oval. Then I also used some of this pink trim around it. That was also from a embellishment box swap. And I had some black tulle. And we actually had this, my mom actually found a cool paper pack that was Halloween theme, and it had a lot of pink in it. And they were double-sided papers, so I just inked the edges of everything just to give it a little framing. Oh, and I put the rose-colored gems in the eyes. But I thought that was a cool element of pink. So that was number 1. Number 2, I will do the orange. Same kind of thing. Same bag. But I did the orange. And we didn't have to send them in pockets, but I will actually show you something that I decided to do as my extra goodies in this bag. So the goodies for this card I found these wood cutouts at actually AC Moore. They were actually already clearance, which I was kind of surprised. I don't know if they were from last year or what, but they were like, I don't know, 30 cents or 40 cents a piece. So they had enough. I was able to get 4 of each of those styles. So I got the Wicked, the Eek, and the Spider. I tried to make sure I got all 4 got the same. But I thought that was a good goodie. They were a nice size. So this was my my orange and black. I don't know if I did enough orange, but there was definitely enough black. As soon as I get it out. Okay, so again, this actually, the mason jar with the little pumpkins, or jack-o'-lanterns really, that came from that Halloween embellishment box that I received. I believe from Nancy Hernandez. I really, really like that box, and I did actually use quite a bit out of that stuff so far. I did a gray die cut, inked the edges. I kind of wanted this like old style, like picture frame, kind of Victorian picture frame thing. And you had to have at least 2 layers, so I definitely got layers here. And then I just used my black and gray mulberry flowers that I have that I really like. And I think these are flowers on the back, but on the back card. And it is double-sided with the skulls. So that was cool. That was my black and orange. Oh, and this trim, too, was actually out of that embellishment box from Nancy, the Halloween embellishment box, which I really loved. And this is my Sender's Choice Halloween card. What did I do for goodies in this one? Do I remember? Oh, I found these at AC Moore. I'm not going to take them all out, but they're buttons. I don't know. They're some kind of acrylic-y, plasticky, but they were just cute little Halloween themed buttons. And again, these were clearance too. Some eyeballs and that kind of stuff. And the skulls I thought were really cute with the bows. And little monsters and whatnot, and the kitty, Boo, that kind of stuff. They're not all the same in all the packages because they were assorted, but I evened it all out. Made sure I sent even amounts to everybody. Oh, and I just did a bling mix because that was actually a fun bling pack. It was Halloween colors. So that was fun. And the card itself, if you've seen any of my other videos or anything, you may know that or especially if you're part of the groups, I did a centerpiece, but it was all Snow White Evil Queen inspired. Centerpiece that I made the magic mirror, I altered a dollar store mirror, did the poison apple, did a spell bottle, a spell book, and a tray to put it all on. So this was actually inspired by that. But basically I did a poison apple, which I just used green stickles, and the apple actually came from the background paper. We had, it was in one of those Halloween packs that we had gotten. It happened to have these really cool apples in it, so I used green stickles to make poison. And then I did glossy accent the whole apple to make it look shiny and appetizing. But I used that. I used actually that same frame die cut, but I cut it out in gold and then just cut a oval in silver and layered it. So we got a couple of layers, which is what we needed. And I just did it like that, I wanted to have that magic mirror feel. And then the poison apple, inked the edges of the card, is double-sided. So that was that. So let me just real quick chuck everything back into the box. I will obviously put this all back together the way it was. I know exactly how it was. And that'll be easy peasy. I'll put that aside. And this was the little goodies that I decided to do. This charm actually I made. I got these Halloween charms, and I realized when I was pretty much done with the swap, and I had actually done this, the bag, I was like, oh, I have those Halloween charms that I've done Halloween stuff, and I think I've used them in one swap. And I'm like, well, that's silly. So I decided to do that, and what I did was we had these cards from Michael's, the recollections, but I think they're from last year. but we had these. So I did a design your own pocket letter pockets because we didn't have to send them in pockets. So I used this cute little bag from Joann's. It's that Miss Sparkle & Co. stuff. Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. The other bags are different. I have white bags and black bags, but they're both Halloween themed. I just used a brad. I just punched a hole through and used the brad to hold that on. Take the card. I just put my name and Follow the White Rabbit, my YouTube. I just used a doily, but I did punch a hole through it, so I don't know, but I guess it still could be reused. I didn't attach it to the bag. I left it. I used the brad to attach it, but I guess it could still be used. Crafters are crafty. We'll find a way. So what I did was, let me take out all the little stuff. What I did was I folded up a pocket letter pocket, the plastic sleeve sheet, put that in there. And I mean, it can be flattened. It will flatten out. We folded them before. It will flatten out, but you can use, I got all these stickers, I think from A.C. Moore again, and I did put them in the Ziploc, but I did cover the front of it at least. Just, I don't know, the Ziploc, just doesn't do it for me. So I just used some of this cute little skull and crossbone gray and gold washi. But I sent a bunch of different stickers that can be stuck onto the plastic if you want. Some tulle and some ribbon. Tulle, I'm not sure. I don't think it might be Dollar Tree actually. And these I got from A.C. Moore, and they were rolls of ribbon for $1. And I used almost the whole roll for all 4 sets, but that was fine. That's what I bought it for. But yeah, that was kind of it, guys. I just thought it would be fun that you could decorate your own pocket letter, and I just thought I'd give a little stuff to start with, plus all the other embellishments, plus your stash. It's fun to decorate your own little pocket letters. So I figured I would send out everybody a nice... these are pretty heavy-duty pockets, so I like these ones, so I decided to do that. Send those out to everybody, and then they could just decorate their own, because the point is you're sending... just for reference, let's say, there's 4 of us in a group, so it's, let's say I'm in a group with, Trish and C and, Lasagna, let's say, the 3 of us are doing it, possibly, I would put, like, Trish is here, C's here, Lasagna's here, and that's how you would know, you could put your stuff together, and that's how you're going to make one full pocket letter. That's why it was a pocket letter row swap. So yeah, that was really cool. That's how you do them, I guess, when you do groups. Or at least that's how they do them when they do groups, and I thought that was a great idea. In my pocket letter group, Pocket Letters USA and More, with Anna Rodriguez, we would just call it a mini pocket letter. But it's basically the same thing, but what's cool with the group is now you end up with a full pocket letter, so I thought I would send a few extra goodies on top of the goodies that could be used to decorate the pockets. So that's where the Design Your Own Pocket Letter came from, or Pocket Letter Pockets came from, which I just printed out. And I used the brad just to hold on this little charmy charm, which I didn't even really show. And which I could take 2 seconds to do that. I picked out all skulls. They're all a little different because I didn't have all the same, but they're all basically skulls, all basically this. They all are skulls, basically the same size is what I meant. And then I felt like after I did that, I had this chain. I felt it was empty, so I went through the stash, found some of the stuff that we'd gotten for clearance, these little dongly danglies, and I just attached them onto there, and I just thought that worked out well. I liked it hanging. I was trying to figure out how to send it. I liked it hanging on there, so... Oh, and I forgot to put the doily back on. That's okay. But that's how I did it, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. Have a good night.